Does your cat smoke? You may not realize it, but if you do, they do. Indoor cats, with owners who smoke cigarettes inside, face significant health risks from secondhand and third-hand smoke exposure. Coffee cat, don't want to sound harsh, but please think of what you're doing to your cat. Smoking is a choice you can make for yourself, but please consider the following effects on your indoor cats, particularly if you smoke inside. Increased cancer risk. Cats living in smoking households have a 2 to 4 times higher risk of developing aggressive oral squamous cell carcinoma, often found under the tongue. They also have 3 times the risk of developing lymphoma if living with heavy smokers. Ingestion of toxins. Cats groom themselves frequently, ingesting toxic particles that settle on their fur from cigarette smoke. This puts them at higher risk than other pets. Respiratory issues. Cats can develop breathing difficulties and other respiratory problems from inhaling secondhand smoke. Skin problems. There's limited evidence suggesting smoke exposure may lead to skin diseases in pets. Eye irritation. Smoke can cause eye diseases and irritation in cats. Long-term exposure effects. Cats spending more time indoors are exposed to carcinogenic particles on carpets, furniture, and in the air for extended periods. Absorption through skin. Cats can absorb harmful compounds through their skin from contaminated surfaces and dust. To protect indoor cats, the most effective solution is to not smoke, of course, or smoke only outdoors. Even smoking in a different room doesn't fully solve the problem, as particles remain on clothes and furniture. Good ventilation and regular cleaning can help reduce, but not eliminate, the risks. How does secondhand smoke affect a cat's respiratory system? Secondhand smoke can have several harmful effects on a cat's respiratory system. Increased risk of asthma. Cats exposed to secondhand smoke are more susceptible to asthma flare-ups and may develop respiratory issues. Breathing difficulties. Cats can experience breathing problems and other respiratory issues from inhaling secondhand smoke. Lung damage. Like humans, cats exposed to secondhand smoke are at higher risk for lung damage and respiratory diseases. Irritation of airways. The toxic particles in cigarette smoke can irritate a cat's sensitive respiratory tract, leading to inflammation and potential long-term damage. Reduced lung function. Prolonged exposure to secondhand smoke can impair a cat's lung function over time. Increased susceptibility to infections. Smoke exposure can weaken a cat's respiratory defenses, making them more prone to respiratory infections. Aggravation of existing conditions. For cats with pre-existing respiratory issues, secondhand smoke can exacerbate their symptoms and worsen their condition. How does third-hand smoke affect a cat's grooming habits? As I mentioned earlier, we cats groom ourselves a lot, so this increases our likelihood of smoke-related issues. These things bear repeating, in detail, so I will just say them again here. Third-hand smoke significantly impacts a cat's grooming habits and poses unique health risks. Toxic residue on fur. Third-hand smoke leaves a sticky, carcinogenic residue on a cat's fur, which they ingest during grooming. Increased ingestion of toxins. Cats groom themselves frequently, leading to higher ingestion of harmful chemicals from third-hand smoke compared to other pets. Oral cancer risk. The ingestion of third-hand smoke residue during grooming increases the risk of squamous cell carcinoma, an aggressive form of oral cancer in cats. Widespread exposure. As cats groom their entire body, the toxic residue is spread throughout their mouth, throat, and digestive system. Prolonged exposure. Since cats spend more time indoors and groom regularly, they have extended contact with third-hand smoke toxins. Absorption through skin. In addition to ingestion, cats can absorb harmful compounds through their skin during grooming. We're at so much greater risk just from our normal, natural habits and rituals. We can't stop our cleaning rituals. They're kind of built into our very makeup and feline behavioral normality. The odds are not always in our favor. We're not on the winning side against environmental concerns, just because we are us. Compounded health risks. The combination of inhaling secondhand smoke and ingesting thirdhand smoke residue through grooming significantly increases a cat's overall health risks. To protect cats, the best solution is to eliminate smoking in the home entirely, as even outdoor smoking can leave residue on clothes and skin that cats may come into contact with during interactions with their owners. I do understand that smoking is addictive and it's hard to stop, but at the very least, even if you consider going outside to smoke, it's a great improvement. The odds here are not in our favor. We need your wisdom and your care. You know we trust you and rely on you. Please help us to live well. We cats will thank you for it. You are our humans, our protectors, our providers and our whole world. We would like you to be happy and love your life. We also want you to live your life. We can't make you do anything, but through a cat's own voice I can plead with you in this forum. We care about you and want you to be healthy, of course, but we also would appreciate a healthy, happy and long life for ourselves. You know deep inside that these things are true. We are so vulnerable to environmental factors. What you do in the house directly affects our lives and yours. We love you and we know sometimes it seems like a big deal to get up and go outside to have a cigarette, especially if it's cold outside. Please consider the risk to our little fragile bodies. We're not as strong as you and we need you to make the good decisions that affect our lives. It's important to note that cats are particularly vulnerable to these effects because they spend more time indoors and have smaller lungs compared to humans, further compromising their respiratory and overall health. I should have put this in my last video, which you can click on, up the top soon, at the end of this video. As a cat, I can only ask you to think about this. Your choices are up to you, but we indoor cats are unable to make that choice, if you smoke where we reside with you. Please just give this a think through, for the sake of your pets. Lots of love, for as long as we both shall live, Coffee Cat.